Hi, good evening. I think hope all of you are good. Right now, MindMajix. Now we are going like a JBoss training demo. Learn about what about the MindMajix. So we have like a reputed corporate around the global like a 110 place, and we have like a 450k plus professionals have got trained and certified online, and we have 500 plus like technologies delivering live online training, corporate trainings, and self-placed videos. And then we have the industry read and active certification based on curriculum, years of experience serving e-learning industry. So what I'm telling you about that MindMajix is a online training for the huge platform for where you need to learn everything from here only. We have that way so many courses we will provide from here. Not only JBoss, we have like other courses also, and most of the experienced trainers we have, and we are giving the certification from our MindMajix also. So this is about the MindMajix. Then we can go for that about the trainers. I have 6+ years in the expensive IT experience in middleware technologies, where I was involved in the Tomcat, JBoss, and we have like a web server where we have Apache, and the application server we call like a JBoss on Tomcat. And I was involved in the 2 years of IT training experience in middleware technologies, and we have here like installation VMware softwares and installing Linux on OS platform, and installing and configuration of JBoss, like where we have here like latest versions is like 7.4 right now we are going, and I was going for teach you like 7.1 in Linux OS. So Linux platform, and installation, configuration, and system administration of the JBoss application server, everything I will go for that. And where we have like important for that application servers, when we are go for the production live, so we need to fine tune everything like memory leaks, thread dumps. It is the main important things about that. So I was giving about myself, this is about, and I was give everything from the JBoss side. And like we go for the agenda planning of installation. So why install JBoss? So why install JBoss? So whatever that. So what is JBoss? First of all, we go for the what is JBoss. So JBoss is a application server where we serve the only enterprise edition, like where we call as a EAP. So it is from the Red Hat side. So Red Hat is like a your Linux platform, and from there we will get from the license from the JBoss EAP, where we have enterprise application. It supports like a J2EE. So J2EE means Java 2 Enterprise Edition, and where we have like EJB Enterprise Java Bean. So most of the companies where we go for the JBoss only. So we have like other tools like we have, we call like a IBM WebSphere, we have like, and we have like some more. So most of that JBoss is the most important for that here now. Nowadays is the JBoss is they are choosing every company because it is a licensed version, and it is a free source code also. It is available in free source code also, and it is a where we can install from the all the platforms like Windows also we can install, and it is like a free source code. So JBoss. So how we can installation? So most of that in reputed companies like where we have MNC, they are maintaining only in Linux platform, because why it is a difference between the Linux and Windows. I can explain everything right now. So Windows we have like every week we will get a patch. So patch application. So when we go for the patch installation, some of the application will not support for the JBoss. So that's why they will not go for the JBoss for the Windows side. So they will choose for the on Linux platform. So most of the companies are running on the Linux platform only. So it is easy. So Linux means don't feel about the Linux. It's a some other OS. It is a simple as a simple. I can teach you like a open like a banana. It is easy. So whenever involved in the Linux, so you will feel that the Windows is also not as good for that, because the Linux is easy to learn the commands. It is only for the commands also. Okay, it is easy for that. Don't aware about that is a Linux or some other OS. Don't feel about that. I can teach you from the top to bottom, and everything will be covered from the Linux. If every session will be you will get everything from that Linux. So feel good to free and ask everything from you have any doubts. Okay, and we are from the JBoss when we are have like a here two modes where we call as a domain mode and standalone mode. These are the two modes are main useful for that in JBoss platform to run an application like in server where we call as so without the two we cannot deploy any application or any war files or maybe any files or maybe like a any you need to deploy any software. So these two modes are more important for that. So domain mode whether or standalone mode based on the architectural level where our company side or maybe client side they will choose that. So we have like architectural level we will design how to maintain like one structure, and that also I will cover for in the learning session. And so what is the domain mode? In domain mode what will be content, and in domain mode what we have that, and in domain mode we have like a profiles, and what is the configuration levels, and what is the log levels, and what how we can deploy from the domain side, how it will be start, and how we can be uh, operating from the console management side, and we can how we can go for the CLI mode like command line interface where we call in Linux. So as like as a standalone mode, some of the companies like a reputed company, every company they will go for that high availability or maybe uh, what do you call like a some small scale industries like a level 3 they also go for that. If you have less project like a if you are running like some few servers they will choose for the standalone mode for that to maintain there. So if you go for the huge they will go for the domain mode, so maintaining high availability, and I will provide everything from the console and providing end-to-end support from the activity. Then course curriculum. So how to install the VMware. So now we need to here we have like a two types. So we need to install OS, or we need to change OS in your PC, or you need to install VMware. If you change the PC, if you change the OS in your PC, then it will be total in Linux platform only. If you go for the installation of VMware, then we have an opportunity to install any any OS, not only Linux. We can go for Windows and anything. We can go for CentOS is there, Windows is there, and Linux, Unix, so whatever maybe we can install from the VMware. So it will support from that it Windows, and it we when you are going for the classes or training sessions, then we can go for the Linux side also. We will how can installation from the VMware I can give the from the bottom like a bottom to scratch to that from top to bottom I will explain everything and basic commands of for Linux also. So how to create a folder structure files, and most of that prompt tab and shell script I will cover everything. Most of that important thing in that in the industrial level. So when you're working in an organization, you need to know the ITL process. ITL process is the most important. What we are calling like infrastructure, information technology, infrastructure library. We will call this is the most important. So every company will be run on this based on the ITL process only. I will cover for this also. And in the Linux mode, how you edit it. So in Windows, you can know we will open like a notepad, or otherwise we can open in a notepad plus plus plus. But in Linux platform, so we have like a here some VI editor, Vim editor like. So most of that we will choose VI editor is a good for that. Why VI editor is a good for that? When we are go for the when we go for the training session, then you know about the VI editor is a how we use, and then I can give that VI editor completely information from the top to bottom, how we can edit the file, how we can save the file, and how we can replace and rename the file, and how many lines of the files is there, everything, and creating files and directories, and JBoss server overview and installation, and JBoss server technologies, and documentation like management and content management, user communication, everything will be covered in that. So don't worry about that in the Linux, and don't worry about the JBoss. Okay, the now we are going for the JBoss training introduction right now. So it will take duration 40 hours. So based on that, your level also. So I will every day I will go for the 15 minutes like a session where we last session like asking the questions, and last 15 minutes I will go for the real time where the scenario is going on right now. So in Linux mode we have like a few sessions that I will cover. Now you are seeing that the users permissions and access levels, how that user permissions we are getting from that, and how we are operating to executive files, the level we have here. So I will go for that brief discussion on file or direct permission on Linux, and document management and content management. And so after that, JBoss installation in Linux platform, how we can installation, then how we will get that JBoss, where we will get that the JBoss version, and how we download, how to download and how to install in the JBoss from top to bottom. I will go for that, and I will cover all the topics, how many ways we can install the JBoss also, and introduction to JBoss. So introduction to JBoss. So from the introduction to JBoss, JBoss is a like a application server. Already I was tell from the starting value what is the JBoss only, and where we have like a JBoss is a most important now is a reputed from the, all the companies, like application server side. So because it serves the business logic where we have like a most of the companies will run on the like some banks, for example banks, and insurance companies. So everything what of the we need go for the transaction side, everything they need the JBoss. So JBoss is the main important like that. So JBoss, now so, if you think that is a JBoss only we have in the only tool, or otherwise we have some other means we have like IBM. IBM is the web, what we call like a WAS. WAS is also one of the application server, and WebLogic is the one of the server. So these two also will support the application server like enterprises, like where we call as a business. So most of the two better than JBoss is better, because now JBoss is a reputed for everything. So every transaction or every like insurance company, maybe every wherever the transaction involved, then they will go for the JBoss only. So this is that. And for the JBoss folder structure, whenever we install the JBoss, we have like a few folder structure. So I will explain that each folder structure, how the working functionality from the JBoss and everything, and interaction of a domain mode, and its uses of a domain mode. So domain mode have the profile systems, and where we have the profiles, and they have like some important so where we to configure the data source, and where we need to configure like a front end like web server where we have. So that is the main thing we have covering all these topics in the domain mode and standalone mode. Both we can use for that based on the client request only. We will go for that. So whether the domain mode or standalone mode. So that is the workflow is about the JBoss. These two are main folder structure in that in JBoss. So creating user in console management. So I will tell you about the console management. So what the console management means, it is a, like a GUI, graphical user interface. So where we can control everything from console management. So how it will be create and how we will be maintained, and how we can do on everything in the console management. I can learn, I can give the from top to bottom everything to you. So feel free that everything. So don't be on that like it is a hard, or like you think it is like very difficult to learn. So it is not difficult. JBoss is a few of that contents. If you go with the hard work, you will definitely will get a reputed company for that job opportunity. It is a huge market for the JBoss, right? Nowadays everything they are migrating from the JBoss only. So that is a JBoss. And about training in the market, you can see that say JBoss top competitors in web and application servers category are Nginx. Say Nginx is Apache HTTP server. These are we call as a web servers, where we have like a front end we call. So two types of servers we have, like a web server and application server. So application server we are now going to run in this platform. So JBoss is the application platform for the right here we are learning. So all the where you are seeing like Nginx and Apache HTTP, these are all related to JBoss only. So they are So if you need these things web server like front end, then definitely JBoss must be there. Where you are go for example, you go for here. So JBoss 40,000 other technologies of the internet. You can also compare JBoss is the future with the top competitors here. See, JBoss was NGX. So we are going for the front end like NGX, then they need JBoss. So if you go for the Apache, they need JBoss. If you go to HTTP server, they need JBoss. Everything. So around the world in 2021, over 1309 companies have started using JBoss as a web and application server tool. So companies using JBoss for web and application servers are majority. So majority of the majorly from United States with 437 customers, and 34.01% of JBoss customers are from United States only. See how that United States, other top countries using JBoss are India, United Kingdom with 137, 10.66. See how much their customers are respectively. In the web and application server category with the 2164 customers, JBoss stands at the 13th place by ranking. So this is the market for the JBoss. That is the huge market for the JBoss, and it is easy to learn. And forget about that. It is not like a difficult. I will learn like a simple ways, and I will explain from the top to bottom. I will go for every day for the interview questions like starting of 15 minutes and ending of 15 minutes. I will go for the real-time scenarios. How you know about that? Everything I will be explanation. So JBoss training certification. This is like a IT professional who want to earn a credential that shows everything. Installation, configure, monitor, managing, deploying application to Red Hat JBoss. Everything will be covered in the topic. All that in the training session. And application server, system administrator, application administrators, and deployment manager, system and system architects. Everything I will be covered in our JBoss side. So this is the exam candidate should know about that certification details. Everything I was providing in the documentation. So everything will be have the compared skills. So starting now, we don't know about the JBoss. When you are going for that in middle, you know about the JBoss. It is a huge one for that. So we will provide for the certification from that MindMajix. So you don't worry about that. It is a simple way for that, and each and every topic will be clear. Don't get any doubts about that. It is like difficult or anything. I will cover everything. If you feel to have everything to share me, then I can easily explain everything from the top to bottom, and I will communicate with easy type also. Don't feel like anything. So about training sessions like understanding the basics of training and application servers, and downloading and installation of JBoss EAP, and build JBoss EAP standalone mode like a single JVM instances. What is the instances? What is the JVM? So this everything this now we will be like new. So when you are involved in the training once, then you know about that instance. What is the instance? What we call like a JVM means what? JVM means Java Virtual Machines. So it is like a JVM we call like, and deployments in standard mode, and involvement of troubleshooting. How we real time we will get the troubleshoot if you got that any issue suddenly like a high priority tickets. How we will solve for that, and build JBoss domain mode like a master and slave concept is there. The most important for the like a it is a we are maintaining like a so many servers. We call like if we are maintaining like 100 servers for the more applications, we will go for the domain mode. Then I can explain for that this one also, and multiple instances how we will connect, and it is called as a domain control and slave concept. So host control will call here. So I will cover all these topics also. And training section from the project one, we deliver the JBoss Online and JBoss on premises from the 2008 for 25 candidates per week in Bangalore, and project Microline. We have provided the training for JBoss Online for 13 candidates for 40 hours in Bangalore. So for that project wise also, I will explain from that how the projects will run and how the production will be run, everything. So don't be like it is like a difficult. It is a easy way. So basically you need to set up from that how to your system need configuration levels, how you I was giving right now for that to install the JBoss, what we need from the lab setup for your PC. So overall that I was going for to give the support from JBoss EAP 7.0 supported configurations. And here Java we need to install 1.8, or like we need to go for like a 10 also. It will support from that, and X version. And operating system like Red Hat Enterprise Linux 7.6, and web server where we have like Undertow. It is newly introduced from the JBoss 7x, and the 6x it is not there from the Undertow. So I will cover for the Undertow also, like a front end is so Undertow, what is the Undertow and how it is like a act as a front end, and how the request will get that, how it maintaining the load balancing. And RAM we need like 8 GB. So why we need for the 8 GB? Because we are going for installation VMware in your PC. So along with VMware we need some 8 GB RAM, because otherwise it will be hang. So processor 64-bit and hard disk 40 GB is enough for that VMware. So VMware we will give 15x, and I will give that key also, license key for that. It is a trial version you will get, but I will give a key also. So additional courses resource you will see from that here. Top of that, what is the, we have like middleware and application identifiers and EAP overview, and most of that is all the Red Hat only, because JBoss is providing from the Red Hat only. So you know about everything here, training, additional courses and resources, everything. So don't worry about that. And mock interviews, this is the most important for your candidates. So mock interviews I will conduct for you. Each person will get like a 4 to 5 interview, like mock interviews with the different people. And so my students is there, they will go for you like who get the previous job, who was working now, right now, that person will go for interview for you, like mock interviews. So totally all these topics we will be cover, like what is the difference between standalone mode and domain mode. This is the most so not only I will given so few lines or a few questions here. So in JBoss we have more from that. If you go for that like standalone, we have around like 20 or 30 questions, difficult questions. And like a domain mode also we have 30 to 40, and we need some Linux also they will ask. So everything when we are running from that, running when you are running on classes, then you easily understand everything about that, what the standard mode, what the domain mode, how the domain control, how the if you are running from the domain controller it fails, what will happen, everything. So running way only you will get all these things. So directly if you see this, like what is the JStack, what the JMap, these all are like all are you look like just lines only. But when you are learn completed about all the sessions like JBoss training fully, then each and everything you will be get to know, and you will be explain me only, not you. You only explain me, that I can teach you from the bottom to end. And architecture flow, so how the request will go for the flow from the client to side. And we are like have three-tier architecture everywhere we are maintaining. So how the architecture will be there, I can explain from the architecture level. And what is the your roles and responsibilities, if you have got the job from the JBoss side, then how your roles and responsibilities and everything, how you will get, how you need to work from there, and how what will you do. So some of the people will be go for the change advisor board. So you need to go for the change side only. If you get the tickets like a change tickets, you will change that tickets only. Everything will be document, everything will be prepare the document from the organization level. So without document they need to go anywhere. So you no need to put anything here, like if you developer means you need to think every day you need to think as a newly to give us a output for the client asking. So here we never give us a new, we never think as a new. So everything will be document. They will provide like you to KT session for if you get a place in the job from the reputed company, they will give like a KT. And then after that how you survive, I will teach everything how you survive and how you got and then how what of the most things you will get in your real time, where we are running from the job also you are working like a normal person, how then everything will be normal to you. Then that like I can teach you from that so in real time scenarios, so you can survive easily. And you never get anything from that like you not cover everything, not cover something, or not like it is not completed and completed. That way is nothing is there, everything will be covered. And how you take the thread dump, heap dump is the most of that important question from that interview. So how you will generate all this, and about the architecture flow and troubleshoot. So troubleshoot is the main thing. So from the middleware side is the troubleshoot is the main thing. This is the main thing. So it's the main topic for that. Everyone will be go for that, how you troubleshoot. So troubleshoot. So what are the troubleshoot? So we will go for the troubleshoot only. So what the troubleshoot means, the issues. When we got the issue from that our middleware side or totally. So we have like a here with we will work with stakeholders like so not only you, so entire team is there, like what we call like, say application team will work with you, coordinate with you, and network team will be coordinate with you, and tools team will be coordinate with you, and backup team will be coordinate with you, and network team will be coordinate with you, and database team will be coordinate with you, and customization team also coordinate with you, and developers also coordinate with you. Everything will be coordinate with our only, because troubleshoot has done by our side from. So how will be troubleshoot you will done? If you, the application was like a slowness of application, how you do? So we have like error logs, server logs, access logs, and the host and the domain control, like everything logs will be here. So what that logs will do, what we need to see. So what will we get the error? So what when we get the error, this kind of error, how you need to troubleshoot. So everything will be get you from there. So this is about and JBoss and demo questionnaire. So any doubts regarding the subject or course timings or resource allocation can be discussed with the MindMajix, and don't feel free to drop your queries at info@mindmajix.com. So this is about the demo. If you need anything more about that depth, then I can go for the depth also. So if you go for the depth, demo must be like a less only. If you go for the depth, then it is not enough for 1 hour also. If you go for 2 hours to explain everything from the JBoss top to bottom. So this is about, I will covering all the topics, everything from here. So this is the main thing about JBoss, you know. So if you know for everything, then feel free to, I already given that, please drop your mails anything if you need. And this is from that, we need your feedback, and this will help us improve the delivery quality trainings further also, please. And thank you for that. This is the demo session I was given that. Okay.